I am a person that donated to the school. I'm a disappointed donor. This is a public issue, not a private one, and the community has a right to be heard.
And I'm going to say this to you, Grandpa Johnson, since you've been all over the internet slandering me with my enemies. You've been all over the internet. Now, you chilled out the last couple years, and I respect you for that. I'm going to respectfully ask you, sir, stay the out of my life and away from my children. I'm not going to tell you no more.
So I drive up to Chestnut Hill Hospital. It's nighttime. It's like 8, 9 at night. She waited until the nighttime because Mama Smurf and Grandma Smurf had to come up with their schemes. Oh, they some scheming ass people. Mama Smurf is a scheming ass woman, and she gave it right to
Bitch, you a scheme, bitch.
So I walks into the hospital room at Chestnut Hill Hospital.
He is scheme and a scammer.
His father should be fucking embarrassed. His father should be I would be embarrassed.
Inside the explosive battle between father, son, and Ratchet daughter, Dr. Umar's family drama exposed. Tune in as we face the family feud between Jamal Johnson, father of Pan-African American Dr. Umar Johnson, Umar, and his daughter Anissa. This is 3 points of time of 3 generations coming on the internet to air it out.
I am a person that donated to the school. I'm a disappointed donor. This is a public issue, not a private one, and the community has a right to be heard. I've seen some of the postings since January the 1st, and only one I have seen has been pretty vague, speaking about paperwork or something to that effect. I haven't seen anything since then that refers to the school and the money. I haven't seen anything. And believe me, I've been combing the internet probably 23 hours a day now since this started. Reason being, because I'm really disappointed, and I really feel bad for the people who have put the effort, the time, and the money into this.
And let me tell you something about your grandpa. Because you told the people that your Grandpop Johnson, my biological father. Grandpop Johnson, my biological father. Grandpop Johnson, my biological father. You said he reached out to you. I don't know why Grandpop Johnson reached out to you, because Grandpop Johnson knows I don't like him being in contact with you without my permission. Grandpop Johnson had no business reaching out to you because Grandpop Johnson knows I don't mess with him and I don't want him in contact with my children. But let me tell you what your mother and Grandpop Johnson did behind my back when you was a toddler. You ready for this one, baby Smurf? Ask your mama about this. I want you to ask your mama about this. One day I'm coming home from work and my brother is there. And my father's youngest son says to me, his oldest son. My father's youngest son says to me, his oldest son, he said, Abu was over your baby mama house. And we was raised Muslim. So in Islam, Abu means daddy, right? In Islam, Abu means daddy. So he says, Abu was over your baby mama house. I said, what? Abu was over your baby mama house. How in the hell can Abu, Grandpop Johnson, be at my baby mama house? He don't know my baby mama. I've never told him my baby mama name. He don't know where my baby mama live. So how in the hell did Grandpop Johnson end up at baby mama house? Guess what happened, brothers and sisters? Guess what happened? My father's brother, my biological uncle, dated Mama Smurf's auntie. I'ma say it again. Stay with me. I did not know this. My father's brother, my biological uncle, dated my baby mom's auntie. Nobody told me. Let me say it one more time. My father's brother dated my baby mom's auntie, Auntie Smurf. Auntie Smurf. I never met Auntie Smurf. I don't know Auntie Smurf. Much respect to Auntie Smurf. So, Grandpop Johnson connects with Uncle Johnson, and Grandpop Johnson and Uncle Johnson gets in touch with Auntie Smurf. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Grandpop Johnson goes behind his son's back. Grandpa Johnson goes behind his son's back, gets with his brother, Uncle Johnson. They go and find Auntie Smurf. And Auntie Smurf connects them to Grandma Smurf. And so Grandpa Johnson, Uncle Johnson, Auntie Smurf, Grandma Smurf get with Mama Smurf. And they arrange for my father behind my back. This is how scandalous your mother is. This is how scandalous your mother is. This is how scandalous your mother is. Grandpa Johnson and Uncle Johnson gets with Auntie Smurf. They get Grandma Smurf, and they arrange with Mama Smurf to see Dr. Umar's baby behind my back without me not being allowed to see my own child. Let me ask all black fathers a question. If you are a black father, can I ask you a question? If you are a black father, I'm asking black men a question. And if anybody want to text me, you know my number, 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. I got a question for black fathers. If you are a father, would you go behind your son's back, knowing he can't see his child? Would you go behind your son's back, knowing he can't see his child? Would you go behind your son's back, knowing he can't see his child? Get with your brother, who dated her aunt, get with the grandmom, get with the baby mom, and go spend time with your grandchild against the wishes of your son without your son's knowledge when he can't even see his own baby? Is there any father who would do that?
Your personal issue with your baby mama should not reflect on the grandparents wanting to see their grandchildren. It takes a village to raise a child, and it's the father's responsibility to provide for their children, not just financially, but morally and emotionally. The grandparents are supposed to be providers of wisdom as an elder to their children and their children's offspring.
His father should be I would be embarrassed.
The birth certificate paperwork, it was like 3 to 5 sheets of paper. And she already had the papers folded back to the last page. She didn't say, read this and sign it. It's for the birth certificate. You know what this woman did? She went to the last page, folded the paperwork back, gave me an ink pen, and said, sign right here. I just need you to sign right here. You don't need to read it. You just need to sign right here. And I said to myself, do I look like a fool? I didn't say that to her. I said it to myself. I said, do I look like a fool? You think I'm going to walk into
you look like a fool
with my scheming ass baby mom, and I'm just going to sign the last page and not read the first couple pages? Do you think I'm a damn fool?
Yeah, you are.
So I read the whole thing, and I believe she had her last name where the last name goes, or she had not filled it out. And I gave her the paperwork, and I walked out. I said, I'm done with this, and I'm leaving. And she said, why are you always thinking I'm up to something? She the one who started yelling. I didn't scream in no hospital. I didn't scream. I didn't raise my voice in no hospital. I gave her back the birth certificate paperwork, and I think I said, I'm tired of you playing games. I'm out. And she started yelling at me. And she said, why you think somebody always trying to do something to you? Why you always think I'm trying to get over on you? And I left.
Where the black men at in the chat? Where the black men at in the chat? I'm talking to the black men in the chat. Where y'all at? Brothers, where y'all at? Are there any black men who would go behind their son's back, get with the baby mom, spend time with the grandchild without the son's knowledge, without the son's permission, and doesn't even advocate for his son to see his child, and doesn't even advocate for the son to see his child, and doesn't even advocate for the son to see his child? The elders got together. Isn't that the African way? I guess it is. I guess it is. Without your son's permission, that's not the African way. Without your son's blessing, that's not the African way. Your son can't see his child, but you over there? Your son can't see his child, but you over there? Your son can't see his child, but you over there. And then my brother tells me he got pictures with my daughter in his living room. What?
First, let me say hi, Umar. This is meant for you, but I'm sure your followers and other people may view it. The few that have heard you say what you said about me. Let me say, first of all, I made a video on Facebook with the intent that it reached out to you, but I figured that this way is probably an additional means that you might be able to hear what I have to say. Firstly, I love you. I'm glad that you are doing what you're doing with the right intentions. I don't necessarily agree with how you're going about putting it out there, and you know that. Secondly, I am not trying to assassinate your program or whatever you're doing. I told you before, I'll say it again, I don't like the way in which you demean people, insult people, make statements that may not be proven to be true, but as none of this is against you. This is against the message in certain ways, but not necessarily the whole message. In other words, when you say something, people believe it, they respect it. If you start calling people names, they call people names too. If you say that something is not historically correct, they believe it. Why? Because our people don't go and check things. They don't study. They rather just let somebody else do the studying and then feed it back to them, spoon feed them the information, and then they call it fact. I know better, you know better. We both been in school, so we know that's not the right way to do things. But importantly, more important than that is that I need you to know that I love you, man. I care about you. And I'm very concerned about what's going on around you, what I hear, what I see. I would never, ever try to hurt you. And I surely would never conspire with other people against you. Like I said in the other video, I'm sure that you know people have talked to me, reached out to me, encouraged me to talk about you, against you. You, not your information, you. I do speak about your information, but I'm not about speaking out against you. So I hope you understand that. And if you look back at anything I've said and done, you've known that to be true. For years, I sat back and watched the things you said and did that I didn't agree with, and I didn't say a word. I was very offended. People were coming up to me, telling me about it, but I told them, you're a grown man, you say what you want.
Dr. Umar wasn't in my life. My mom was. My mom raised me. My mom took care of me. He wasn't the fuck there. You want to know why she had to do that? Because I was her child. And because he wouldn't do it, so who the fuck else would? What, my mom was going to throw me in a fucking dumpster? No. When men don't take care of their child, it's always on the fucking mom. And then y'all niggas go to the fucking court talking about, oh, you want to put me on child support. Because you ain't take care of your fucking child. What the fuck else am I going to do? You over here tripping over a couple $100 a month? You don't even see your fucking child. That's the least you can fucking do. You ain't going to no graduations, no birthday parties, no nothing. But you complaining about a couple $100 a month? Because you ain't there. That's the least you could do. Do y'all not know that having a child is fucking expensive? You gotta pay for formula, daycare, all this shit my mom was doing by her fucking self because you wasn't there. And then you get on the fucking internet and you lie out your fucking teeth. And this is the shit that pisses me off. Because y'all get on here and y'all validate a piece of bullshit. All of this is lies. All of this is lies. He's doing this to protect his image.
What? My brother told me Grandpop Johnson got pictures. He said he got pictures with your daughter in his house. How in the hell did Grandpop Johnson get pictures with my daughter and I can't even see my own daughter? Can I ask baby mamas, if you are a mother or a grandmother, can I ask you a question? And I have no disrespect towards Grandma Smurf. She's an elder. She did me wrong, but she's an elder. Much respect to you, Grandma Smurf. I don't hold no animosity for no relatives, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncle, cousins. I hold y'all harmless. Y'all did me dirty, but I hold y'all harmless. But I want to ask a question to the mothers and grandmothers. If you are a mother or grandmother, would you invite your grandchild's grandfather to your house if you know he don't have a good relationship with his son to be with his child behind his back? I'm talking to mothers and grandmothers. Would you invite your grandbaby's grandfather over your house to spend time with your grandbaby when you know him and his father don't get along and he don't want his father around his child, and the baby daddy can't even see his own child? The baby daddy can't even see his own child, but y'all gonna bring Grandpa Johnson, or that's what your mother and grandmother did and your grandfather did. That's what your mother, I'm not going to blame your auntie because your auntie could have been innocent. I'm not going to blame my uncle. My uncle could have been innocent. Should my uncle have told me that he dated my baby mom's aunt? He should have told me that. He should have told me that. My uncle should have told me he dated my baby mom's aunt. It's okay. I was born Jermaine Shoemake anyway. I'm good. I was born Jermaine Shoemake anyway. I'm good. I was born Jermaine Shoemake anyway. I'm good. But anyway, brothers and sisters, one of the reasons I don't mess with my father, and I'm going to say this to you, Grandpa Johnson, since you've been all over the internet slandering me with my enemies. You've been all over the internet. Now, you chilled out the last couple years, and I respect you for that. But nobody's father should be on the internet slandering their son with their enemies. Nobody's father should be on the internet slandering their son with their enemies. Nobody's father should be on the internet slandering their son with his enemies. You spent time with my daughter behind my back. You got close with my enemies slandering me on the internet behind my back. I'm going to respectfully ask you, sir, stay the fuck out of my life and away from my children. I'm not going to tell you no more. I don't mess with you. I do not mess with you. Stay out my life. Stay away from my children. I'm not going to tell your ass no more.
You know, you call me a coon. You know, you say I'm on a tour of multiculturalism. You said I want white people to follow me. You know, you're wrong. You're wrong. I don't want anybody to follow me. I want people to follow themselves, use their own head, and study and learn the truth. You called me a coon, and you said something about if his ass doesn't stop, I'm going to change my name. Well, I hope that you understand that no matter what you call yourself, I'm going to still love you and respect you and call you by your name, whatever that may be. Your mother did name you. I did change your name once I became Muslim, as I did your other siblings. So it's not an offense to me if you do that. What's offensive to me is that you do it, if you would do it out of spite, just to strike back at me as though we're in some kind of battle here. I didn't know we were in a battle. People have asked me, a lot of people have asked me, why don't you talk to your son? Why can't y'all communicate? Well, I'm going to say here today, since you put it out there and put my name out there, that you know I've reached out for you to speak with me for years. You know that I want to talk to you about all this that you spreading to people. You know that it's in my nature to confront whatever I don't care for and whoever I don't care for, and not to run behind other people to get it done, including when it comes to you. But you have not fed back to me any replies, and if you want to say I'm lying, then prove it. But you know you haven't. Our generations do have a gap, but I will never, ever, ever let that gap come between us to where I would become your enemy. I'm not your enemy. I'm not a supporter of everything you say, because I know for a fact that it's not all correct. But I would never, ever go against you, father to son. I love you, and I need you to know that. And whoever's talking in your ear, I'm sorry that you've given them more credence than you would me, because my history doesn't show me to be like that. I'm sorry this has to be done on a public forum, but you chose this. I've been reaching out to you privately. You have not responded. And then when you have, you've come called me names, totally disrespecting me, very condescending in the way that you come across. And I guess that's what your base wants. You know, I guess that's what your people like to hear. Unfortunately, it's not, doesn't make you look good. Doesn't make you look good at all. I know you're more intelligent, articulate, and most of all, more well-mannered than that. I've never heard you use profanity as much as you have until you started becoming a member of the conscious community. You've never used it towards me. And I'm just utterly shocked that you do it in the way that you do, as well as attacking other people the way you do. But this is not against you. This video is not against you. I'm telling you, man, I love you. You're my firstborn. I would never hurt you. I would never conspire with people against you. If you feel that the only way you can address me as a coon, then so be it. I know better. As wisdom continues to go through and for you, I'm sure you'll see better things, larger scale, but you're still young and you're still learning. Unfortunately, though, in your learning curve, other people are going to tread in the same path of mistakes that you are. But you have my support outside of this. You will always have my support outside of this stuff that you're talking, because you're still my son. I'm still your father. People are going to divide us because, one, we're 2 generations apart, a generation apart, and 2, because they don't want to see black men together, especially old and young. They don't want that. And some of them are the same people that you're talking to and with every day. They don't want to see that. And a lot of times people are just looking for the bottom line of what they can get out of you and what you're doing. You know what I do. I'm not ashamed of what I do. I'm trying to make things better for all of us in a different way. I didn't start it when you started. I started before you were even born. This is what I do. This is what I've always done all my life. You just don't know about the many challenges I may have been through in my life. Defending black people, defending myself as a black person, in and out of situations involving other black people. But just know one thing, man. I'm not against you. I'm not your enemy. I'm not a hater. I have nothing to hate you for. I don't appreciate being disrespected by you or anybody else. But outside of that, no, there's no hatred going on here, man. And I'm still reaching out to talk to you, as I've done in the past. If you want to get together and talk, we can do that. If you don't, so be it. This is my reply to what you said to me. It's being done because you said it. And I need other people out there to realize you do have a father that loves you, that respects you, and is truly proud of that which you do that is good and honorable. But you also have a father who has never bit his tongue when it came to things that he felt was wrong being done by his children. No matter how old you get, you're still going to be my child. No matter what you change your name to, you'll still be my child. No matter what these other people try to get you to think with this new life of being in the conscious community, you'll still be my child. And as a result of that, I'm always going to love you. I hope I haven't said anything that people can misconstrue to make this be a video against you, because it is not. This is done in love and respect. And I hope one day you and I will get together and mutually tread a path to help all black people, because I am trying to help black people, contrary to what you say. And I'm not one of those that you just said recently that hate being black or want to become an apologist to white people for what black people do. You obviously don't know my history, and that's okay. But just know this. You don't have to make any videos to disparage me, because I'm not trying to disparage you. I don't agree with what you say. That's one thing. But you don't hear me say anything about the man that you are, okay? Because part of that manhood comes from me. So to knock you for the man you are would be to knock me. But that does not take away the mission you have chosen to take, and whether I agree or disagree with it. Doesn't mean you have to stop it. It just means that there's somebody out here who's saying it's wrong, and I'm more than willing to prove some of the stuff that's wrong. Stuff that's right, I'm with you 100%.
What is your issue with your father? And do you think it's a generational curse? I don't think it's a generational curse. I already told you what my issue is with my father. He went behind my back to spend time with my baby girl, even going so far as to take pictures with her. And he also has been on the internet multiple times for multiple years, not too long ago, helping my enemies destroy my character and assassinating me and telling people to call the police if they think I stole the school money. You know what my issues are with my father. Why are you asking? You already know.
I've seen some of the postings since January the 1st, and they only one I have seen has been pretty vague, speaking about paperwork or something to that effect. I haven't seen anything since then that refers to the school and the money. I haven't seen anything. And believe me, I've been combing the internet probably 23 hours a day now since this started. Reason being, because I'm really disappointed, and I really feel bad for the people who have put the effort, the time, and the money into this, and to me have not been.
Shop now at nightanddayherbals.com and enjoy 35% off all our herbal CBD products, automatically applied at checkout.